Hey, so here's the message. You dodged a bullet. I mean, I could just stop right there and just say, that's it, that's the message, but I won't. You dodged a bullet. Just think about if you hadn't walked away. Think about if you hadn't have said no to continuing on in that relationship. Think about even after they came back, begging for you to come back. And normally, you would have taken them back, but this time you hit your point of no return. This time you got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And even though it was hard, you said it's a no-go. And you put your foot down and you finally chose you. Hardest thing you probably have ever done in your life. hmm I can see the wailing and the crying, trying to put on a happy face when inside your stomach is full of butterflies and it's like it's a rock inside your stomach to the point that you want to throw up. You're so sick. But just think about all the shit you've gone through. Think about how you were left feeling nothing but lack, no confidence in the matter. And I just heard in my spirit, this isn't only just for relationships. This is for the job. Who's going through this in their job? Whoever it's for, it'll get it because they just totally switched me, and you just flat out couldn't do it anymore. If you had stayed, whether it's a relationship or if it is this job situation, if you had stayed, there weren't going to be any more outs for you. Flat out. Why? Because your ancestors and spirit were giving you signs every time you turned around. But you kept at it. For whatever reason, you just tried to keep up hope on something that was dead. You kept trying to raise the dead. Mm-mm. And so they had to escalate and elevate the level of trauma and bullshit so that you can finally get your shit together and understand that this is not where you're supposed to be. You've done what you were supposed to do. And they were trying to get you out sooner than later so that you wouldn't have to have endured what you were supposed to endure. But you know how we do. Because sometimes we're afraid of being alone. Sometimes we're afraid of what the future might hold. Maybe I wouldn't get the job that I wanted, all that doubt. But this time you just threw caution to the wind and said, you know what, I can't do it anymore. And that's when spirit was waiting what spirit was waiting on you to do, to surrender. And when you finally made that decision, you need to understand how you dodged a bullet. Because if you had stayed in that mess, in that quagmire, if you had stayed, there were no more outs for you. Spirit got tired of giving you signs. Spirit got tired of trying to tell you. Your ancestors, one of those aunties or whoever, was like, she ain't getting it. She still ain't getting it. She still ain't getting it. And they were about to say, you know what? She didn't get it now. She's not going to get it. He ain't get it now. He's not going to get it. You checked out just in time. And now it's okay to go through the healing. It's okay to go through the lull. It's okay to grieve. You just experienced the death. But you need to understand that death means change. There's no finality in death. The only thing that's final in death are these meat suits, these bodies that we have. The spirit never dies, transcends. So you'll go through your grieving, but then you understand that it gets brighter and it gets better. That's what you got to keep holding on to every day. But at the end of the day, the message here is you dodged a bullet. Imagine having to stay in that shit forever. For as long was gonna be. You dodged a bullet. Be grateful.